There are a few laws that contain some of the most influential ideas that the biggest technology companies use to run their operations, design business models, and build products. And now, about this. On the previous episode, I've talked about Gall's law and detailed the two-pizza rule. But on this episode, I will focus on two other technology laws that I find important. So, technology law number 5, Conway's law. In 1967, the computer scientist Melvin Conway made a key observation about organizational structure, the way that a team communicated and the design of that team's products. Conway argued that they were mirrored, one always reflected the other. We can draw a simple example and explanation of Conway's thesis. There are two pieces of software, software A and software B. If the developers of these two pieces of software don't communicate, there's no easy way for the software to integrate. This means that when communication between the developers occurs often and openly, on the other hand, the odds of seamless experience are far greater. Conway's law helps explain not just how companies operate and how their structures enable or hinder business activity, but also how they are managed. For an organization that provides some good or service, the structure that it naturally takes on as it grows is unlikely to be the ideal system for delivering that offering. So, remaining flexible is essential to the organization's structure. The people that run companies, in other words, must consider organizational design on a similar level as operations, research and development, and products. Much of what we attribute to the latter is rooted in the former. Law number 6, Pareto Principle. In the late 19th century, Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto recorded his observation that just 20% of the population in the country owned about 80% of all the land. After doing a number of surveys abroad, Pareto was surprised to find out that the same was true in a number of other countries. Since Pareto coined this rule of thumb, the 80-20 split has been used to provide insights into everything, from organization efforts in engineering control theory to the overwhelming influence of stars in baseball. But in 2002, Microsoft found that the Pareto Principle can even be applied to quality assurance and software development. Microsoft said that fixing the top 20% of reported bugs handled 80% of the crashes and errors in a given system. So, to recap, Moore's law taught us to understand exponential growth in computer systems, Metcalfe's law about the value of the network effect, Gall's law about the need to develop an MVP, Bezos' two-pizza rule on how to manage teams and work, Conway's law about the organizational structures and communication between them, and finally, the 80-20 Pareto principle of optimization. So, what do you think? Have I missed some of the even more important laws? Let me know.